Entertainer. KSMO Salem.
AP News, I'm Haya Panjwani. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump have agreed to hold two campaign debates on June 27th, hosted by CNN, and on September 10th, hosted by ABC. CNN says its debate will be held in its Atlanta studios and no audience will be present. New data points to thousands of women accessing abortion medications each month in states with restrictions.
By the end of 2023, about 8,000 women a month were receiving abortion pills by mail in states with abortion bans or laws that limit their prescription by telemedicine. That's according to a survey, #WeCount, by the abortion rights group Society for Family Planning. The survey shows that medical providers in states with laws that protect them from prosecution were writing prescriptions that covered about 1 in 10 abortions nationally. It's the first time a number has been put on how often the medical system workaround is being used. Use of medication is one reason that total abortion numbers have increased even after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in 2022. Drexel University law professor David Cohen says the findings are not surprising. People will find a way to terminate pregnancies that they don't want. James Bopp Jr., an attorney with the National Right to Life Committee, says the law where the abortion takes place should apply the way it does with other laws, but the issue has not yet been tested in court. I'm Jennifer King.
Investigation continues into 4 electrical blackouts on the ship that caused the Baltimore Bridge collapse. Testifying before the House Transportation Committee, National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy says the electrical blackouts the Dolly suffered before colliding with Baltimore's Key Bridge were separate from 2 others before leaving the Port of Baltimore.
Preliminary information indicates that the March 25th blackouts were mechanically distinct from those that occurred on March 26th. 2 were related to routine maintenance in port. 2 were unexpected tripping of circuit breakers on the accident voyage.
This is AP News. The number of U.S. fatal overdoses fell last year. That's according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data posted today. Officials noted the data is provisional and could change after more analysis. Vladimir Putin tells Chinese media he's prepared to negotiate an end to the Ukraine conflict.
In an interview with the Chinese media, Russian President Vladimir Putin, on the eve of a visit to Beijing, says his regime is prepared to negotiate over the conflict in Ukraine. The official Xinhua news agency quotes Putin saying, "We're open to a dialogue, but such negotiations must take into account the interests of all countries involved in the conflict, including ours." Putin adds, Moscow is seeking a comprehensive, sustainable and just settlement of this conflict through peaceful means. His trip comes as Russian forces have pressed their offensive in northeast Ukraine's Kharkiv region. China claims to take a neutral position in the conflict, but has backed Moscow in real terms. I'm Charles Tilatesma.
I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
At People's Community Bank in Bunker, we still believe in banking with a personal touch. When you walk in, we greet you by name, offer a variety of services, and let you get back to your day. People's Community Bank also offers many types of loans with competitive rates, fast approval, low closing costs, and confidentiality. Most importantly, these decisions are made locally. When you choose People's Community Bank in Bunker, you choose a bank that cares. Equal housing lender and member FDIC. NMLS number 1380475.
Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. Where you'll find a greenhouse, deli and gluten-free, organic and diabetic products. Fresh fruit and vegetables as well. Country Mart also has a deli and a bakery, plus they have propane tanks for your barbecue, and everything you need can be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. Stop by today at Country Mart in Salem.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nasser Al-Masalma, but you can call me Dr. Al. I am a board-certified physician on internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I'm accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Good afternoon. It's 68 degrees during the noon hour. Our forecast for this afternoon, partly sunny. High temperature expected to be around 75 degrees. Wind out of the north at 5 to 7. Tonight, a 20% chance of some isolated showers and thunderstorms, mainly after about 2 a.m. We'll have a cloudy sky all night, a low of 57. Wind out of the southeast after midnight at 5 to 7. Tomorrow, an 80% chance of rain and thunderstorms on Thursday. High temperature of 77 degrees, a south wind at 8 to 13. It will gust to 20 miles per hour. New rainfall amounts could range anywhere from a quarter to a half inch. Thursday night, scattered rain, thunderstorms, low of 59 degrees, a south wind at 8. Chance of precipitation is at 60%. New rainfall amounts between a tenth and a quarter of an inch, higher amounts possible in the thunderstorms. And then on Friday, 90% chance of showers, thunderstorms also possible. High temperature of 73 degrees, the wind out of the southeast at 8 to 11. New rainfall amounts by the time it finishes up on Friday could be anywhere from a half to 3/4 of an inch. Friday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 57 degrees, and then a nice weekend in store for us. Mostly sunny on Saturday, high temperature of 80 degrees, down to 57 under a clear sky Saturday night. More sunshine, even warmer on Sunday, a high temperature around 84 degrees. We will have a few clouds in the area Sunday night. We'll call it partly cloudy, a low of 61, and then a chance of showers Monday night, and Tuesday. Monday's high at 85 degrees, down to 65 Monday night. And by the time Tuesday gets here, with that chance of showers and thunderstorms, we will top out in the mid-80s. That has been a look at your weather forecast. Right now, it's time for some commentary from the Brownfield Network and also a check of the midday livestock report.
Facebook and other social media platforms have lately been populated with prom pictures. College graduations have taken place and others soon will. FFA banquets have been held, and high school seniors either have or soon will toss their caps into the air and step into the next chapter of their lives. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's become customary this time of year for me to share some advice with soon-to-be newly minted high school and college graduates. Sometimes the simple and seemingly insignificant thought or action can have the most significant impact on one's future. Use your words wisely. Tell the truth. A white lie is still a lie. Stealing a $2 pack of gum is still stealing. Educate yourself before you make claims that are unsubstantiated. Vote in every election. A county commissioner can have as much impact on your life as the President of the United States of America. Own your mistakes. Life is a series of successes and failures. Both make you who you are. Be a team player. Do not sacrifice your moral principles for anyone or any reason. There are good old boys, and then there are good old boys. Learn to know the difference. Not all good old boys are boys. Some are women. Finish what you start. Don't smoke. Take care of your teeth. As a farm broadcaster, there was a time when I was so busy trying to get an interview so I could file a story that I missed out on the experience. Don't get so caught up in what lies ahead of you that you miss out on the journey. Enjoy the ride. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Don't waste time tending to back rubbers and ear tags. With Alticid IGR, you get consistent hornfly control without changing what you're already doing. This feed-through works to prevent the emergence of adult hornflies in manure of treated cattle. And unlike ear tags and sprays that require the effort of handling cattle, Alticid IGR spreads as your cattle graze. Make Alticid IGR the only choice for your mineral supplement. Contact your feed dealer today or go to AlticidIGR.com to learn more.
Every year, feral hogs cause major damage to Missouri's land, crops, and wildlife. The Missouri Feral Hog Elimination Partnership helps landowners trap and remove feral hogs, restoring farmland and woods throughout the state. Report feral hog sightings and protect your land. Trapping is the most effective way to eradicate feral hogs, and the partnership can help you do that. Don't shoot at hogs. Report them and get free assistance from the partnership. Go to mdc.mo.gov/feral hogs to learn more.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
Another quiet start for direct cash cattle business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been quiet again today. Bids have been elusive and asking prices have yet to surface. It's more than likely significant trade volume is going to hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday. Box beef is higher at midday on solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $2.98 at $307.27. Select is 85 cents higher at $294.67. At the Kingsville Livestock Market in Missouri, steers and heifers were steady to $5 higher, with a couple of spots of $10 higher on calves. The USDA says demand was good for a very good quality offering. Supply was moderate. Receipts fell slightly on the week and were down more so on the year. Medium and large one feeder steers, 453 to 499 pounds, brought $327.50 to $396. Feeder steers, 605 to 648 pounds, brought $288.50 to $314. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 678 to 693 pounds, brought $254.75 to $279. Cash hogs have no comparison at midday with solid negotiated purchases to start the day. Strong demand has been the story of the cash hog market recently. U.S. pork remains incredibly popular on the global market, and domestic demand has shown some strength. The summer grilling season is just around the corner. While business is typically slow to start the week, processors have had to get more aggressive in their procurement efforts to move needed numbers. We'll likely see that more later today. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights, which were down just 0.2 of a pound from last week and are still running nearly 3 pounds above year-ago levels. Bears and Gilts at the National Daily Direct had a weighted average of 88.96. The Iowa, Minnesota had a weighted average of 90.23. The Western Corn Belt, a weighted average of 89.13. And the Eastern Corn Belt had a weighted average of 88.59. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $50 in Dorchester, Wisconsin, and steady at $59 in Red Oak, Iowa. At Illinois, slaughter sow prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $35 to $47. Bears and Gilts are steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $51 to $61. And pork values were higher at midday, up 81 cents at $102.32. Bellies, butts, and loins were all higher. Ribs, hams, and picnics are lower. For the latest in market news, go to BrownfieldAgNews.com. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans is hosting Beck's Bash at its Bay Farm Research Facility June 20th. Beck's Northeast Missouri seed advisor Clarissa Cawthorn says the event is for any farmer who wants to improve his or her return on investment.
It's a day that is focused on practical farm research that will help you make money and save money in the next year by just changing a few things within your operation.
Cawthorn says Beck's Bash will feature information about the company's industry-first proprietary research on corn and soybean roots.
It is a day that we talk about chemical practices, planting dates, planting depths. We really look forward to folks seeing and experiencing the things that Beck's Hybrids is investing in for the future of farming.
Learn more at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
And that has been commentary from the Brownfield Network, along with the check of the midday livestock report. Right now, it's time to take a look at our updated funeral announcements being brought to you by Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take about 5 minutes to read. You'll find a copy of Your World Today in over 40 locations here in Salem and in Bunker, and also online at our website at ksmoradio.com. Joan Deanna Stoner, age 83, of Salem, passed away Saturday in Rolla. Funeral services will be held this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation going on now until the time of service. A private family burial will follow in the Maple Grove Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Dent County Animal Welfare Society. Envelopes will be available, and all of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Joan Deanna Stoner. Funeral services this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Trudy Ann Hale, age 80, of Salem, passed away Sunday. Funeral services will be held tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at the Salem First Baptist Church. Visitation will be held prior to the time of service, beginning at 10 o'clock, and that will take place at Salem First Baptist Church. Burial will follow the services in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Baptist Church Kids Choir. Envelopes available, and all of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Trudy Ann Hale, whose funeral services will be tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at the Salem First Baptist Church. Lisa Renee Hughes of Steelville passed away Thursday, May 9th at the age of 60. The celebration of life service will be held tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation will be tomorrow beginning at 4 o'clock and lasting until service time. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville for Lisa Renee Hughes, whose celebration of life service will be tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home. Norma Jean Click, age 64, of Salem, passed away Monday. Funeral services will be held Saturday morning at 11 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with burial to follow in the Berry Cemetery. Visitation will be from 10 o'clock until service time on Saturday at the chapel. Arrangements under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Norma Jean Click, whose funeral services will be Saturday morning at 11 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements. We invite you to keep it here at KSMO. We'll come back in just a moment with a check of some local news.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It's now time for a look at local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. If you'd like more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen met Tuesday night at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. The board heard from Kelly Sink from the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission about the CDBG grant in the public hearing, which will help with the construction costs of the Phase 2B wastewater treatment improvements. Voters approved the bond to pay for the improvements that opened the door for the CDBG grant of $750,000, as well as state funding of $2 million. If the city gets the grant, they would only need to finance around $1.4 million in bonds. After the consent agenda, Mayor Greg Parker appointed one person to the Finance Committee and 4 people to the Capital Improvements Committee, which the board approved. Alderwoman Kayla Cisco said Healthy Dent County has agreed to use their 501c3 status for the collection of funds for the fireworks display at the Commons. Cisco and Sierra Connell will be the contact person for the donations, and people can write checks to Healthy Dent County and write Fireworks Fund in the memo line. For more information, call Sierra Connell at 573-247-9722. Cisco said the board last year put $10,000 in the budget to help with the fireworks display and asked the board to approve that allocation for the expense of the display, such as the rental of the Commons and more. The board approved her request. The board approved the bid from Pierce Asphalt for hot mix asphalt to pave 2 streets for $107,289, then voted to reject all bids on the HVAC system for the Animal Pound and require a warranty be included in the bids. The board approved Resolution number 13-2024, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between TriCat Restoration, the City of Salem, and Judy Kaiser for property at 403 East Hunt Street. Approved Resolution number 14-2024, authorizing the mayor to enter into agreement between TriCat Restoration, the City of Salem, and Richard LaBrache for property located at 1500 South Louise Street, and approved Resolution number 15-2024, authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between Stephen Thurmond, the City of Salem, and Orrin Welch for property located at 403 West Hunt Street. The board also approved conditional use permits for property at 906 South Water Street and number 2 North MacArthur to be used for short-term vacation rentals. The board heard the first reading of Bill number 3609, an ordinance amending Section 140.060 of the City Code of the City of Salem regarding the creation and membership of the Airport Advisory Board to make it have an odd number of members. City Administrator Sally Burbridge said the airport engineers will be having a pre-construction meeting this month and will have the materials delivered in June. Mayor Parker gave former Alderman Kyle Williams a plaque for his service on the board, and Public Works Director Steve Payne gave his report before Park and Recreation Director Melissa Du Bois told the board the splash pad is now open. She also said sign-ups for her Summer Parks program are now open as well. Du Bois also discussed the damage to the pool and showed the alderman the picture showing the cracks and tears in the liner, as well as damage to the fencing from the hail. The damage is covered by insurance except for the deductible. The amount of damage is estimated to be $145,000, and the city will have to put together the specs to go out for bid to replace the liner. Once the bid is awarded, it will still take a pool company about 4 weeks to remove and install the new liner, so the pool will not open up this summer. After the aldermen gave their reports, the board then went into closed session. And the draft fiscal year 2025 through 2029 statewide Transportation Improvement Program, or STIP, was presented to the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission on Wednesday, kicking off a 30-day public review and comment period. The draft STIP makes available $13.8 billion of federal and state revenues for all modes of transportation over the next 5 years. Of the $13.8 billion, the draft STIP details $9.9 billion in road and bridge construction contractor awards, averaging approximately $2 billion per year. It also contains programming details for the remaining $2.4 billion of general revenue for the improved I-44 program, which includes $2.8 billion for the cost to plan, design, construct, reconstruct, rehabilitate, and repair 3 lanes in each direction on nearly 200 miles of the corridor. In the past 10 years, MoDOT and its construction partners have completed 4,206 projects with a program valuation of $11.1 billion, but it was delivered $536 million below budget and 93% on time. The draft fiscal year 2025 through 2029 STIP lists transportation projects planned by state and regional planning agencies for fiscal years 2025 through 2029 and reflects the transportation needs of communities across the state. The proposed program is now available for public review. In Dent County, there are 4 projects in the STIP, including pavement preservation on Route K from Highway 19 to Route KK. Also, on Route J in Salem from Highway 32 to Highway 72, bridge improvement on Route B over Dry Creek, and bridge improvement on Highway 19 over Spring Creek, and the upgrading of the pedestrian facilities to meet the ADA transition plan on Highway 32 and 19. Those interested in seeing the program or offering comments can contact MoDOT by email at stipcomments@modot.mo.gov or by calling customer service at 1-888-ASK-MoDOT or by mail to Transportation Planning Program Comments, Post Office Box 270, Jefferson City, Missouri 65102. The program is also available on MoDOT's website. The formal comment period ends on May 30th. The summary of comments will be presented to the Missouri Highway and Transportation Commission following the public review period. After reviewing the summary of comments and the final transportation program, it will be considered for approval at the July 10th Missouri Highways and Transportation Committee meeting. And those interested in hunting elk this fall need to apply before May 31st. The Department of Conservation will require a $10 application fee for elk permit applicants. Those selected will then be eligible to buy a permit at a cost of $50. All elk hunting permits include those allocated to qualified area landowners, can be used in Carter, Reynolds, and Shannon counties except for the refuge portion of Peck Ranch Conservation Area. The archery portion will run October 19th through the 27th, and the firearms portion will run December 14th through December 22nd. The allowed hunting methods for each elk season portion will be the same as for deer hunting. The permits will allow for the harvest of one bull elk with at least one antler being 6 inches or greater in length. If you'd like some more information on elk and deer hunting in Missouri, you can visit mdc.mo.gov. And you can also apply for the elk permit random drawing now through the 31st online at mdc.mo.gov/buy permits or through the MDC's free Mo Hunting app through a permit vendor or by calling 1-800-392-4115. Results of the elk permit random drawing will be available online by July 1st. Missouri hunters harvested one bull elk during the 2023 archery portion and 2 during the 2023 firearms portion. And finally, news this afternoon, the mud bugs are back. The mud bugs will spend some time outdoors exploring the grounds and, if they're doing it right, get a little dirty. The activities last about 1 hour and will target kids between the ages of 6 and 12. But all ages are welcome. They will try their best to accommodate younger children as well. That's coming up Thursday. The cicadas are coming. Lots and lots of them. How are they different from annual cicadas? Well, the mud bugs will catch some and see if they can figure that out. If they find lots of shells, they'll do some crazy art with them as well. This mud bugs event will be followed by a campfire weenie roast. All the events will be held at the Bone Break Center from 2 until 3:30. A donation to the Bone Break Center of $2 per child is appreciated. They do ask that a parent or legal guardian accompany the children in case any emergency medical situation should arise. Assistance with the kids from those who can move about the grounds would be greatly appreciated. If you'd like some more information, you can email Janet Price at moonshadowmomentsllc@gmail.com, and don't forget to check them out on Facebook as well for all of the latest activities. That has been a look at local news brought to you by the SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in the Nursing RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about the SBU Salem campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Glass House Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glass House Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Embracing the philosophy that all students can learn. We at Bunker R3 accept as our mission the task of educating our students to their fullest potential. Our pre-K through 12 campus provides them with a positive, stimulating atmosphere where they can develop intellectual curiosity through a free exchange of ideas. Graduates shall possess such qualities as self-esteem, pride, proper social behaviors, responsibility, and mature work ethics. Furthermore, we believe that developing young adults to be prepared to assume their roles in a democratic society can best be accomplished through the cooperative efforts of all personnel, parents, and our outstanding community. Bunker R3, home of the Eagles, and providing the educational foundation futures are built upon.
If you have hail damage on your vehicle and need an estimate, stop by and see Dent X Auto Hail Repair at 503 North MacArthur inside Wilson Collision Center here in Salem. Or call them at 573-729-3915. Dent X Auto Repair is licensed and insured.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
It's Clean Car Month at K&H Auto Supply. You'll find Stoner Invisible Glass Cleaner, 2 for $11, Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions for $15.99, and Rain-X Interior Glass Anti-Fog for $6.99. Stop by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
Taking a look at our local sports coverage, the Salem boys baseball Tigers will face the Owensville Dutchmen today at around 5 o'clock in the semifinal of district play at St. Clair. Salem enters the game with a 16-4 record, while the Dutchmen are at 13-12. The winner of that game will play the championship at around 7 o'clock. The game or games will be broadcast on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, 95.7 FM, also audio streamed on KSMO Media, featuring KSMO Stream Facebook page, also the KSMO YouTube page. The game or games will also be video streamed on Misha.tv. Admission to the game is $6 per person for those ages 6 and above. Alec Burleson homered and finished with 3 hits, 2 RBIs, as the St. Louis Cardinals hung on to beat the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 7-6 last night. Sonny Gray got the win to improve to 5-2 on the year. The Cards and the Angels will play again tonight at 7:10 here on KSMO, or immediately following the Salem Tiger baseball. And the Royals rallied to beat the Seattle Mariners last night 4-2. Michael Walker got the win for the Royals, who will play the Mariners this afternoon out in Seattle in the rubber game of the 3-game series. That has been a check of our local sports. Right now, let's get a check of sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Big night for the Cardinals and Royals, and big hits coming in the 7th inning.
Line, left field, and deep, and gone! Valley Sports, Kansas City. Nelson Velasquez hit his third homer of the year, a 3-run shot off Seattle starter Logan Gilbert to put the Royals on top. They win 4-2. Matt Quattrero loved to see the power from Nelson.
He didn't have the good first two at-bats against him, but to refocus and be ready to go after him right there in the key spot was big. That's the third time through the order, and he got a slider and put a good swing on it.
KC goes for the series win this afternoon.
Swing and a drive. Burleson unloads. Deep to right field. It's gone.
Valley Sports Midwest, Alec Burleson's fourth homer of the year came in the seventh inning, a 2-run blast to put the Cardinals back on top after blowing a 5-0 lead. The Cardinals beat the Angels 7-6. Earlier in the game, a big moment for Pedro Pajes.
He's hammered. That's a fair ball. First big league hit for Pajes. 2 runs will score. Here comes Carlson. They're going to wave him around. It's a bases clearing double, and it's 5-0.
He was obviously excited after the game.
Every day since I started playing baseball, I wanted to be a big leaguer, and now I'm officially in the books with that big hit, and I'm just super happy at this moment, trying to take it in. I have to call my dad, obviously talk about it with him, and just keep working.
The Cardinals go for the sweep tonight. The Mizzou Tigers Cotton Bowl trophy was on display at the Capitol this week, and Missouri legislators poking at Kansas Jayhawks fans. Yeah, come on over to our state and spend some money.
The House has voted for a resolution that supports the University of Kansas playing 4 home football games at Arrowhead Stadium for the upcoming college football season. The proposal expresses support for Kansans spending in Missouri and their ability to relive border war memories when they cross the border to attend 4 Jayhawk home games. Ongoing renovations at the Jayhawks home is the reason why KU will be playing 4 Big 12 games at Arrowhead. Anthony Morabith, Missouri Net.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
At FCS Financial, we believe that lending should be more. More about relationships, more about opportunities, more about communities. And as a cooperative, FCS Financial's member owners expect more. For over a century, we've been giving just that. We're more than an ag lender, more than a rural home lender, and more than a crop insurance provider. We're a team of ag experts committed to seeing rural communities and agriculture grow. While we do provide the loans and insurance you need, we also live in your communities, attend the same events, and want to see our neighbors succeed. We're family, here to help and stand strong through whatever comes. Visit FCSFinancial.com or call 800-444-3276 if you want more from your lender. An equal housing lender and equal opportunity provider.
Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana, and I can keep going on and on.
John, are you going through the 50 states? No, Mike, he's giving us the states of the Cardinals radio network.
It's just amazing. We are heard just about everywhere across the Midwest.
For over 130 years, Cardinals baseball has been entertaining fans of all ages.
It's no different this year. We're bringing you all the hits, homers, strikeouts, and excitement right here on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar.
Let's meet the Town & Country Bank lending team. Andrew Wynn, Sammy Parker, and Doug Barnes. They're here to help you achieve your financial goals with personalized lending solutions tailored just for you. Whether you're looking to buy your dream home, expand your business, or pursue any other financial endeavor, the Town & Country Bank is committed to guiding you through every step. Stop by one of their 2 Salem branches and discover what hometown banking is all about. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 402782.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Several chances of rain in the forecast. We've got a nice weekend in store coming up, though. We'll tell you about the forecast right after the top of the hour. Right now, a quick break, and we'll come back with news from the Missouri Net.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Have you tried Big Mama's Bushetto Bistro? Well, let me tell you about Big Mama's Bushetto Bistro and Hotel in Bunker. They have homemade lunch and dinner specials and a food bar. But you have to try the all-you-can-eat fish fry food bar on Fridays. Plus, they have delicious cheesecakes and other desserts. And for carry-out orders, call 689-2782. Check them out on Facebook. Big Mama's Bushetto Bistro and Hotel. They are open 7 days a week. Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Best wishes and congratulations to Bunker and the surrounding districts' graduating classes.
Missouri Net News. I'm Elisa Nelson from the Missouri Capitol. The Missouri legislature has officially passed a bill that funds a significant share of Missouri's Medicaid costs. The health care tax bill heads to Governor Parson for a decision. Senate work remains at a screeching halt today. Democrats are blocking a vote there over changes to toughen the process on citizen-led ballot initiatives. And more than 200 abandoned oil wells are slated to be capped and removed in western Missouri. The wells pose a threat to the environment from oil and salt water leaking into the ground. Chris Wood with the Missouri Department of Natural Resources says the project to remove them is just the first of several phases.
We have approximately 1,900 wells that we're looking at all throughout Missouri, and a lot of them are along the western border. We will be going to assess these wells.
This is Missouri Net.
Getting ready to take on spring? Make your first move with the reliable performance and power of Steel battery tools. From hedge trimmers and mowers to string trimmers and more, right now you can save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Offer valid on select AK System sets for a limited time only while supplies last. See participating dealer for details.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain